Good day, everyone. So today we want to look at quadratic expressions and equations, and our focus will be on the objectives, how to identify the forms of quadratic expressions. Firstly, we need to know what a quadratic expression is and what a quadratic equation is. Okay, if you have an expression that the variable has the highest power of 2, then that expression is quadratic expression. It's a quadratic expression. For example, x squared plus a is a quadratic expression. If I have x squared plus a equals to 0, that is a quadratic equation. So we can now write our quadratic equation in many forms. So the form that we are all very familiar with is called the general form. The general form, let me just write as GF, is our ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the general form of a quadratic expression. We now also have what we call a factor form. That comes from when we factorize this. Factorize this general form. We have a form that's in this form, x minus m, x minus n, where this one that the two that are multiplied give us the factors of this what? General form of the quadratic expression. So if you expand this now, we're expected to get this. So far it is this that has been simplified into this. This is what we call the factor form. We also have another form that we call the vertex form. You see, the vertex form is in this form k x minus p squared plus q. You see this p and q, we call them the coordinate of the vertex. What exactly do they stand for there? If you write a quadratic expression like this, if you are able to express a quadratic expression like this, what it means is that if you have something like this, if you have the graph either like this or like this, we can easily tell this point, the coordinate of this point is going to be p comma q. The coordinate of these 4 points, which is the vertex, is going to be p comma q. That's one of the important of this. And what method, whenever we change from general term, when we change from this general term to this term, when we change from this general form to the what? To this vertex form, we say we are doing completing the square. We are going to break this down later, completing the square. There's now another form of quadratic expressions, which is more like the factor form, but I call it the symmetric form. We are going to have it, this is going to be like x minus xm plus u, x minus xm minus u. So this is the symmetric form. This form is very, very important because it is very new and it helps us solve quadratic equation very easily. So I would like us to look at the expressions again one by one. This is the general form. This is the factor form. This is the vertex form, and this is the what? The symmetric form. Don't bother yourself so much about the symmetric form. By the time we apply it, you're going to see how simple it is. It might appear a bit tough in terms of its expression, but it's very, very easy to apply.